Leo, fellow Leo, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear fellow Leo, I'm going to be doing your reading for mid-October. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge, all the cards, and get some final advice for you. Now, dear fellow Leo, I would like to extend my gratitude to each and every one of you for being here onto the channel. Thank you so much for your presence, for all your support. As you know, I'm a fellow Leo of yours, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Leo, North Node, and Scorpio. I'm here to serve and I'm here to slay. Some sassy shit. Brand new deck here that I'm using. This was gifted to me on my birthday. So let's get into your reading and see what's going on for you, dear fellow Leo, in the month of October 2025. So your challenge, Leo, for mid-October is the Nine of Moons, which is equivalent to Nine of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Wow, Wheel of Fortune, huh? Always blessed and always lucky. Good things coming up for us, Leos. But now, with the Nine of Cups, this is your challenge. And your challenge here has to do a lot with focusing on your own happiness. You know, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. A lot of you are being challenged maybe, or have been challenged to really create this sense of happiness and joy and satisfaction within you. Now this is about you really detaching. This is detached energy, Nine of Cups. Not focusing on anybody else, not thinking that your happiness is going to come from a different person, from whatever place, thing, right? And that's why there is going to be a turning point. There is going to be a turning point for you. Something's going to change towards the better, okay? And we're going to talk about this when we clarify. Now, in the recent past, Leo, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Six of Pentacles. I do see here in the recent past a connection here between you and someone else where things are moving towards, you know, a specific direction. There was this sense of equal give and take exchange energy. Some of you were dealing with the Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. In the present moment, Leo, you have the Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Sun. So in the present moment, you are extremely, like, really in this energy of detaching from a situation and focusing on what's important for you. Eight of Cups here is talking about, like, walking away, you know, right? Just detaching and disconnecting from a situation. And the Six of Swords here is talking about disconnection, healing. A lot of you have been going through a major healing journey. Well, the good news here is that, Leo, all of the silent battles which you have been fighting, you know, I also did a collective video on that. Okay, all of the silent battles, all of these, you know, wrestling with thoughts and everything back and forth is actually going to bring a lot of happiness to you because you're going to see the result of your detachment, why it matters so much, and I'll explain about that in a little bit. In regards to manifestation with your person or with anything else that you want. Now, in the near future, you have the Two of Wands, the Tower, and the Ace of Swords. So in the near future, there is a big shift and there is a big change that's taking place. Some of you are dealing with the Scorpio here. I'm also getting here Aquarius, possibly another fire sign. So there is a decision that needs to be made. And I think there is a change, there is a transformation that's going to take place that's literally inevitable. And to your own surprise, this change is actually going to bring a lot of clarity with the Ace of Swords and a lot of happiness. Because you see here the Wheel of Fortune is talking about change of events. Something here is going to shift between you and someone else. And if you have been stressed out, if you have been wondering, how is it going to work out? How are we actually ever going to be together? Like, where is this going to go to, right? There is the Eight of Pentacles, so there is an opportunity here for someone to come towards you and to invest and to build with you. Now, one of the things that I'm going to mention here is also, Leo, we are going to be having Mercury retrograde, okay, the second week of November. And that is something that we're approaching quickly. We're kind of going to get into the pre-shadow period, so I want to prepare you for that. Now, dear fellow Leo, let's get into your reading and clarify all the cards for you and see where this is going. So I'm going to clarify your challenge, Leo, which is the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups, Leo, is clarified by the 6 of Cups, the King of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. The truth of the matter here is you have been able to really cultivate happiness for you and detach, even though someone walked away from you, okay? Even though someone abandoned, someone left you, there is a disconnection between you and someone else, you have been able to really create this sense of happiness and be very clear. Now, is someone on your mind from the past? Yes. There is someone that keeps coming back with the 6 of Cups and the King of Swords, okay? This person could be coming into your dreams. You could be seeing a lot of signs, synchronicities, and symbols that remind you of this person. Now, your challenge here is to really define and redefine your happiness. Now, you are becoming very clear on what you're going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate. For many of you, you may say, you know what, I'm just going to cut the cord and I'm going to move forward because I want something new for me. You have free will. No one is holding you back from doing that. I think a lot of you, that's where you're going to, if that what makes you happy. Some of you are just saying, you know what, I still believe we're going to be together, but I'm choosing a self-fulfilling prophecy, and I'm speaking life, and I'm speaking laughter, and I'm speaking joy and abundance for me. This is about the detachment game, because you're no longer attaching your happiness onto someone else. Energetically speaking, you're not projecting your energy towards the Queen of Pentacles, someone that's gonna like make you happy or bring you satisfaction. You become who you date, and so you're becoming the person that you would want to date. And energetically speaking, you are awakening someone's soul. You are really becoming the example of what it means to be a healed soul and a healed person. And you may say, well, you know, Arman, I haven't talked to this person. How does this person know that I've been healing? We're all connected to each other energetically. So when you pull your energy back to yourself, when you stop obsessing over this person, when you stop thinking and constantly worrying, what you do is actually you pull your energy back, and you don't repel this person back from you. You attract them. You attract them towards you, right? That's why meditation, breath work are going to be extremely crucial and important for you and for your own stability, to gather your thoughts, to have a clear head. Now, in the recent past, dear Leo, you have the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Lovers, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, and you have the Strength also. So Leo, in the recent past, I do see here someone cutting you off from their life. Okay, I'm getting here a disconnection between you and this very specific person. Okay, this is someone that you truly were about to build a very strong foundation. You know, maybe this is someone that you either worked with, or there was this strong sense of association and connection. Okay, I'm getting here someone leaving the connection. When you look into the Knight of Swords heading the other way from the Lovers, that means that this person left the connection. I'm kind of also like tutoring a little bit of tarot. You know, I like to educate, right? I like to explain my viewers, everyone, right? My Leos especially, like, what am I talking here? Because I'm not just blabbing. I didn't just wake up and shuffle the cards. I study, I use my intuition, right? And I want to share this knowledge with you because it will be very helpful, because many of you also are into spirituality and tarot. Now, someone here left a connection, walked away, possibly a Gemini, definitely a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now, in the recent past with the Chariot, I think that there was a sense of direction that you wanted to move forward to. The Chariot here is all about, you know, moving forward. You didn't really lose your vision and your goal for yourself and for your future. Maybe for a second, but not forever, not for a long time, okay? So the Chariot in the recent past is clarified by the 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. For many of you, you might have tried to really go after this person, or maybe just kind of try to save the relationship and try to work it and invest it. But you know, you kind of realize that it cannot be a one-way street. You can't be carrying the entire relationship on your shoulders and feel like as if it's a burden for you, or if it's like as if this relationship was a burden for someone else, or they were not completely investing. There is definitely an energy here of someone kind of pulling back and not fully reciprocating with you with the same level of intensity and tenacity that you were showing to this person. Now, 6 of Pentacles here in the recent past, again, this is another confirmation, right? This is the original tarot definition card for that. Okay, someone here, an unequal give and take exchange energy. That's what I'm strongly getting in here. And you know, Leo, we know how generous we are. Extremely generous, super generous. So you might have overextended yourself a little bit too much, too far. So the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Exactly. By the way, your challenge, if you want to have a visual understanding, what is your challenge? This is your challenge, Nine of Moons, which is the Nine of Cups. And just for informational purposes, this is the Nine of Cups in the original tarot deck, right? So in the recent past, apparently, like I said, there was not an equal give and take exchange energy, right? Before I even pulled the cards, I already knew. There is the Three of Swords. So someone here really disappointed you, broke your heart, kind of you felt a little bit played by this person and their behavior due to the fact that this person maybe acted like they were focused on their happiness. Like this was them, you know, of just kind of like being closed off and focusing on what's important for them in the recent past. And that caused a major disappointment for you. Now in the present moment, Leo, I'm going to clarify the Eight of Cups. You're choosing to detach and to walk away, right? In this specific deck that was given to me on my birthday, you see with the Eight of Cups, there is different arrows that are pointing in different ways. And I think that you have matured so much. You know, y'all know I'm going to tell you something, you know, a healed Leo is the most dangerous Leo of all times. A Leo that is healed, a Leo that doesn't chase, that doesn't fight, doesn't argue, just let him be, I'm saying. That's some sassy shit out here. A healed Leo. And you know there is a lot of unhealed Leos out there. But there's also a lot of healed Leos. So a healed Leo knows their worth and their value. And I think that right now, you're saying, you know what, I'm going towards the direction right now where I'm gonna focus on my own healing. Okay, I'm gonna stop obsessing over someone making me happy or, you know, me even wanting to make this person happy. I'm gonna start getting involved with myself. I'm gonna start investing into what's important for me as a Leo. And you know I'm a Leo. Some of you were asking me in my last video, are you also Leo, Arman? Honey, yes. This is Henry, this is Michael, and this is Arman. I'm saying that was very cute. Strength at the bottom of the deck, that's you, Leo. You know what I mean? So it's like in the present moment, you're choosing the direction of a healing. You're choosing the right path for you to heal, okay, to rejuvenate and to do what's best for you. Now, the Eight of Cups here is clarified by the Nine of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. You know, even though you would have wanted to give a second chance to this person, I mean, not the second chance, 2,555 chances. Right now, your main goal here is to set boundaries and to really decipher, okay, to really understand, to contemplate deeply, is this something you want to go full force or not? Some of you, like I'm saying here, like when it comes to the detachment here, some of you are just going to choose to kind of walk away and choose what's best for you. In the present moment, let's talk about the Six of Swords in the moment. You're very grounded. You know, there is no chaos going on around you anymore. I think you are like, you know what, hold on. I think I'm learning how to actually play my part like accordingly. So the Six of Swords is clarified by the Five of Swords, the Star, and the Queen of Cups. So I was just talking about the drama, and this is the card of drama, literally. Drama, conflict, you know, misunderstanding. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, cross-watchers. It's okay if this is not your story. Please do not take it. Don't get offended. But also sometimes the truth may be, you know, it really pushes us to think deeply within us, right? So in the present moment, you are disconnecting from what's been bothering you, from the drama of the past, from the feelings, from the emotions of the past. You're choosing healing. You're choosing to see the hope and the best outcome for you. You're also choosing to see the best in this person too. But it comes with the condition of you setting strong boundaries. Because you already have been wounded in the past. It's like you are not just jumping right back into this connection, but you are definitely disconnected from this person, physically, spiritually, mentally. You know what I'm saying? The Sun here in the present moment, it talks about there is a spark within you that's starting to really come up. Okay, there is a sense of happiness. There is a sense of belonging. There is a sense of, oh, you know what? I'm going to actually... like I'm going to shine, I'm meant to shine, I'm meant to stand out. So the Sun is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Justice, and the Six of Swords. In the present moment, there is definitely positive things, good karma coming in towards your way. And this good karma is coming in a way of you finding your peace, finding yourself back home. Leo, you've done the work within yourself. Now it's time to enjoy the fruits, to enjoy the labor of your healing that you've been doing. You've been wrestling and battling for so long. It's gonna be 222 on my timer, 222 by the way, in a minute. It's 221 right now. So a lot of you in the present moment are going within yourself, right? You are disconnecting from the noise. You're turning the volume down of everything that's going around you, of all the toxicity, of all the unhealthy things. And I will not get tired of mentioning a few times as we move forward. Make sure that this disconnection right here with the Four of Swords, you're actually really disconnecting from the toxic tarot readings, from people who are constantly poisoning, okay, especially trying to talk negatively about you or your person. Because what that's gonna do to you subconsciously, you may watch it for entertainment, whatever, but it's gonna leave an effect. It's gonna impact your ability to have faith and to believe in the best case scenario. I'm not saying watch people who are feeding you delusions, but you gotta use your own discernment and your own energy and vibration and frequency to see, if the reader is really matching your frequency or not. If not, you need to be very aware and very careful, because those tarot readings can be suggestions and potential prophecies that may manifest. And if you give too much thought into it and emotions and feelings, they will manifest. Go to my community post, read the success stories. You will see how many success stories are there, because there is a specific frequency and vibration that I'm putting into my work, into my videos, right? I'm not just meditating for hours and hours and doing breath work for nothing, because I care for my audience, okay? So your happiness comes first, and there is definitely this sense of balance you're creating yourself. It's just your detachment style. A lot of you are just done with fighting, done with trying to force anything. You're focusing on what's important for you. Now in the near future, you have the Two of Wands here in the Tower and the Ace of Swords. A choice, a decision that's inevitable. And this choice here is gonna bring many changes, okay? Whether you choose to stay with this person, there is changes happening. Whether you choose not to stay with this person, Leo, there is still gonna be a Tower moment, and this is gonna lead to some sort of a clarity, okay? Let's talk about the Two of Wands here for you in the near future. So the Two of Wands is clarified by the Strength, the Hangman, and the Ace of Wands. Could be dealing with the Pisces here. The choice and the decision here is going to be whether you really want to give a second chance to this person or not. Could be another Leo, could be another fire sign. It really boils down to you recognizing, is this the direction I want to move forward to? And I do see here a lot of passion. I do see here a lot of dedication and commitment towards this individual that you would really want to go with and move forward with. But there is changes that are going to happen, and this change is inevitable. The Tower, and this is a good thing, because it's about transformation, and we are going to be entering into Scorpio season, because this is mid-October right until the end. So Scorpio season is going to be here, and that Scorpio season is all about transformation, metamorphosis, embracing the shadow side and the dark side that we need to face, and not sweeping things under the rug. The Tower is clarified by the Devil, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. You already know. You already know the Devil has been following you all the way through, and you have been following the Devil in their reading as well. So could be dealing with the Capricorn, okay? Could be another Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Libra. But these changes here that need to happen in order for you to move forward, in order for you and this person to really enter into a place where you both can actually cooperate and collaborate with the Three of Pentacles. There is something here that needs to change. What does the Devil mean here? I don't need to use extra cards. I can just literally say the Devil here talks about attachments, avoidance, unhealthy, anxious attachments. Could also mean some sort of a substance abuse, drinking, smoking, toxic friends, toxic people, certain exes or certain people from the past. Those are the things that really need to change, right? Communication style needs to improve and change. That's what the Tower here is. And it's interestingly enough, if you know the Tower, there is a frequency that's hitting on top of it. It means that there is something that's got to change. Is this person really loving you? Are they fantasizing about you? Are they really physically, especially physically, finding you super attractive? Yes, because your energy commands the room. You already know that, Leo. Your energy commands the room wherever you walk, whatever you do, whatever you say is very obvious. You don't even have to say anything, right? So this person is aware of that, and they also are aware that in order for them to be with you, there is certain aspects of themselves that they need to change. It's like you're enforcing this person's growth and change. Now let's talk about the Ace of Swords here in the near future. This is bringing a lot of clarity, okay, and the truth. So Leo, the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Judgment, again, Scorpio energy, the Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles, and the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, Virgo energy. So the truth of the matter here is that these changes here are bringing into a major realization, okay, because the Judgment here is talking about realization and awakening, right? You see these people are actually being resurrected, okay, from the graveyard, right? These people are being lifted up. So I feel like that this change is extremely necessary, and that's something that is going to be addressed and discussed in this communication when you meet with this person in order for you and them to be able to move forward. Because there is a love offer, because there is a love that can lead to you and this person living under the same roof, sharing the same roof and being together. But there is a journey that you both have been on, and you're completing your journey, you're doing your part. Of course, everyone has things that need to work on and heal, but the truth of the matter here is that both of you are gonna need to come into some sort of an agreement, okay, to make it happen. Because there is the Wheel of Fortune, your finances are very much connected to this situation. Whether you are with them or not, like it's gonna be better anyways. This is about you really recognizing what am I expecting out of this person? Because if you enter into a relationship, when you enter into a relationship, excuse me, not if, and you feel satisfied, you feel happy, your main focus is you with the Knight of Cups here, right? You know what you want, you know what you're bringing to the table, and you're not seeking anything outside of you, then the relationship actually goes smoothly and organically, rather than just playing this chaser and runner game. 22:22 on the timer. The advice, Leo? What is the advice for my fellow Leos? So Leo, you have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, the Death card, the Full Moon, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Full Moon here is an extra, complementary, unique card in this position here, and we just had the Full Moon in Aries, right? And so this is talking about really the fact that something is being eliminated. The Full Moon is all about elimination. It talks about expansion, right? Amplified energy. So I feel like that the advice for you is you already know that there is something here that needs to transform and to change. The Death card is here. And the transformation is happening, I think is going to happen during the next cycle of the moon, the new moon here, the full moon, and the Eight of Swords. If you couldn't see clearly in front of you, you're going to be able to see. And you already have started seeing that, this full moon in Aries really eliminated the fact that you need to actually really utilize your boldness and your courage and your strength in terms of, I know in order for me to see clearly in front of me, I'm taking my focus away from the past. I'm taking my focus away from this person, from this thing, from that situation. And I'm focusing on what's important for me. I'm focusing on my own happiness. And that's something that you're finally letting go of. Especially after this October 10/10 portal, you're choosing your own happiness, and it's your detachment style that's actually gonna make things click and happen for you. Now you're gonna say, what is this person's actions? This person is gonna be propelled forward to come towards you. This person is gonna be feeling the energy shift that you're embodying because you have been with this person before. There is the quantum entanglement, right? The atoms. You move here, you change something, this person gets affected by that because we're all so much connected to each other subconsciously. So, dear fellow Leo, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much. And don't forget, if I were to ask you, how are you feeling, Leo? Your answer would be fabulous. Just fabulous. Now let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.